My wife's name is Melissa Castellanos. I met her when I was stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
He has a beautiful smile, and it melted my heart right away.
Our first conversation was 8 hours, 59 minutes, and 14 seconds long. That's what my cell phone said.
Like him, that was the first time I had ever been able to talk to anybody that long, especially on the phone.
Pretty much after that, we just hung out all the time. There wasn't a time where I wasn't with her or she wasn't with me.
My uncle actually is my preacher, and he married us in a little small 83 people congregation church.
July 5th is when we found out she was pregnant, and I was deploying July 12th.
It was a little scary, you know, with all the circumstances, knowing that he was leaving for a year, and you know, I'd be doing this by myself. And
probably about a couple of weeks after from my deployment, she started having complications of the pregnancy.
Well, my diagnosis was threatening miscarriage. I didn't have a miscarriage, but I was borderline, so they put me on bed rest.
That was the first sign that we had of something was up with this pregnancy. It wasn't going to be a regular pregnancy.
I go to my ultrasound appointment on the 2nd of November, and she does the whole ultrasound, doesn't say a word, and when she's done, she says, "I have to go call the results in to your doctor." Then she comes back in a few minutes and tells me that they have a room reserved for me at the hospital and they would be admitting me today.
You know, we're having a baby boy, but they're sending her to the hospital. They're not sure why.
He had tied his cord in a knot. He had quit growing and wasn't getting any blood flow or oxygen. I have neonatologists telling me that, you know, having a child at 25 weeks, you know, their lungs probably weren't developed. You know, the survival rate is very slim.
Then I get a phone call on the cell phone that night saying, "Hey, we're putting a Red Cross message in for you."
From that very first phone call, 48 hours later, the Red Cross had him at my hospital bedside.
First 2 days I was there, they did some ultrasounds and everything, and doctor came in and said, "We're taking your son." And the neonatologist came in and said that they weren't going to be aggressive if he didn't come out breathing because he was just going to be too small.
For a moment, I forgot about all the bad things that were going on with the baby. I was just happy that my husband was there to hold me.
So we get in there, and they pull him out. And all of a sudden, I just see this small little arm just fling out this way. And I hear this little whimper, sound like a little puppy crying. And it was him. He was about, 11 3/4 inches long. He weighed a whopping 1 pound, 1 ounce.
He was about the size of a Beanie Baby. The diapers that he wore would fit on a Barbie doll, and they swallowed him whole.
And, I couldn't believe it. I was like, and the first thing I thought in my head was, who does he look like? I couldn't tell who he looked like yet.
My baby's name is Hayden Christopher Castellanos. He was born at 1 pound, 1 ounce, and today at 6 months old, he is 9 pounds, 11 ounces. Come here, Peanut.
Red Cross, I just have to say thank you so much. You guys worked it where I was able to come home and you got the message out to me and let everybody know in my unit what was going on. There was a time where I needed some help as far as financial, and I got the AER, which is the Army Emergency Relief Fund, and that was through the Red Cross.
My caseworker was Pat. She was just very helpful, very courteous. Can you say hi? Oh.
Red Cross, they've helped a lot of guys out in the military, and it's been very quiet. No one knows too much about it, but they've helped out a lot of us soldiers, and when we come back and there's some places that they don't want to give you the time of the day, Red Cross they're always there to help out and give you that hand or that extra nudge that you may need to take care of your family, and they did that for me, and for that I'm always going to be grateful. And every year I know that I'll be making sure that I pay my dues back to them and give them my, whether it be my time or my service, but I definitely owe a lot to the Red Cross, and so does the rest of my family. We owe them a great deal and always indebted to them and thankful for everything they've done for us.